I've never been a fan of magic realism books myself, but Haruki Murakami's writing style made me feel in a new reality, made me part of a world I've never thought I could be in. Hi, my name is Zoe, and welcome to my own comfort zone. Murakami made me feel discomfort for one reason. I tried to decipher everything, and I couldn't. It took me some time to finally flow with the words, with this entangled story. As he says, there are three things that music and writing have in common: rhythm, harmony, and melody. He writes like that, and now I am able to read that way. The first words I've ever read from Murakami were as candid, as romantic as it gets. In the spring of her 22nd year, Sumaya fell in love for the first time in her life. An intense love, a veritable tornado sweeping across the plains, flattening everything in its path, tossing things up in the air, ripping them to shreds, crushing them to bits. And this is why I like Haruki Murakami's work so much. It is not only a beautiful metaphor, but a very melodic one, not to mention the tensity between a soft love and this tornado-like feelings of love. Obviously, after reading the book a few times, this chaotic world of feelings makes it through the entire novel. It crushes your heart and leaves you expecting some resolution. It leaves you a deeper void, the one usually felt in the middle of your chest, not even a millimeter to the left where the heart is supposed to be, but right on the center. A powerful and aggressive will digs itself into your body, because the heaviness of our existence makes us look for happy endings. At least that is what Hollywood taught us. In a very bright and wonderful interview titled "In Dreams Begins Responsibilities," echoing the line from Kafka on the Shore, which itself comes from Schwartz's story, he describes writing as follows: "Writing fiction is just a dream. You just experience the procedure of the dream." And then he's asked about his obsession with underground halls, passages, and wells, an image that psychoanalysis would probably link it to the unconscious. And apart from separating himself from psychoanalysis and specifically Carl Jung's theory, he says, "I like going to that dark when I write fiction. Those images are very haunting. They don't leave me, descending. There are so many good things in darkness." And just as that, he tracks you with him. I think Murakami has a very particular process to write, and yet I feel like every writer can relate to it. When he says he just follows the story on his mind, and the way he describes the kind of images and dreams he writes through, I'm positive that every writer felt like this at least once. But the difference is how he puts that into words. Not just words, but music. And I believe that is partly the reason why Murakami's fiction imposes itself to the readers as an uncomfort zone. You can't decipher it. It's hard to make connections. Weird things happen. Obnoxious dreams, off-putting sex experience, leeches raining from the sky, talking cats, missing shadows. All you are left with is the need of flow. When I started reading Kafka on the Shore, I had to read some sentences a few times before continuing. But then I realized this was music. And with music, you don't replay every verse just because you didn't get the meaning. You just listen. And that is how I immediately started to approach books. I started listening. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you're interested in this kind of topics, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much, and see you next time.